Hello everybody. If you all can see me, I know there's a little delay. Right now we're gonna do a live tutorial of Moving Forward by Israel Houghton. That is what I'm doing. All right. It says that I'm live, so I usually try to like monitor it some type of way, but I'm not really doing that. So hopefully you all can see this pretty well. All right. So anyway, let's get started. Actually, no. It starts on this G. So right now I'm playing it slowly so that you can see it. This is going to be a really quick explanation. So you got that. Then the chorus is then the second verse does the same thing as the first verse, except it ends on the G major 7. So I'll play that through the best that I can right now. Didn't really practice, so. That's that G major 7th I was talking about. Or you could play the okay. Then go back. Then it starts to pick up. Toward the end, this is like a bonus part. It actually goes from the A. Actually, it goes from the 4. So it goes. And the way I like to play it is there's like a certain way that you can play it where it's difficult, and depending on whether you're playing electric guitar or acoustic, sort of kind of dictates how you would actually want to play that. So this is the 4 walking up to a flat 5. I don't even know what chord that is. It's like a diminished something. That's a 5 sus4, which is really a E sus4. Then it goes to a A flat, minor flat 5. Then it goes to the 3, 7, which is A flat, A, then you go to so this is 6, 5, D, 6, which is this is a F sharp minor, a B minor, E major, A. So the way that I'm going to explain this is more so like I'm just shooting out the chord names, or like the numbers of the actual scale. Okay, that's the way I'm going to explain this one. The charts have been kind of slowing me down, so I'll add the chart in the description. And so I'm gonna make an attempt to make this a more brief explanation of Moving Forward by Israel Houghton. And I'm gonna start here. So let me bring up my little window so you can see my hand a little bit closer. Actually, maybe that one is a little better. Okay, so yeah, maybe that one is a little better. Yeah, let's give that a try. Maybe y'all can see that one a little better. And so the intro. This is the intro part, okay? We're on this G. And so this is the root note of the G. Now, if you already know what your G major is, your open G major, that's how that sounds. But when you reconstruct it and add your 7th, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're adding that 7th in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you do that 7th and the octave of that, and you're adding that in there. So instead of you're adding but it's actually a little more open. It actually adds also a like a 6th in there, because it's an open. No, it doesn't add a 6th. It actually adds a root G in there, but in the open position. Since a G is actually an open note and like on the neck, you can actually play the major 7th, but you can lift your pinky okay, which is pretty much what's happening. Okay, now this is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And me counting up, I'm pretty much just using the G major scale. Even though the song is in A, I'm using a G major scale to count up. The song is not in G though. So yeah, that's the initial intro, the intro of the song. The arpeggio that is playing is pretty much ring finger, how I play it at least, ring finger on my D string, which is the 4th string up, okay, and my 4th fret. And then my middle finger is in my 3rd fret of my B string. Everything else is open, but I got my thumb up here on this G. So this is like, I don't know if this is unorthodox or if this is the right way to play it. I don't know. I just know this is what I hear. I'm pretty good at hearing notes. So I know that it plays this. If I play it up to speed. So, and the way that I'm picking it is I'm using my thumb and I'm using the rest of my fingers to just tinkle on the other notes, okay? But the way that I finger pick is like this. I sort of practice that way to be able to play around the way that I need to. But yeah, that's pretty much, those are the notes. So however you figure you want to do that, I thumb it here and then I skip that A string right there and then I do the rest. So so that's how I play that part. Then I get into the the actual chord progression going into the first verse. Now that is somewhat tricky. This video might be a little longer than I expected for it to be, but whatever. In A, so this is like an A major, like this is an add 9 chord, you know. So here's a major, A major. The way that you play an A major, again, this is a quick explanation. So this, I'm expecting you to already know your chords by me saying what I'm saying, okay? If you want further explanation, like definitely let me know. Definitely let me know if you want like a deeper explanation. But per request, I'm attempting to make my explanations a little shorter. So A major, all your fretted notes are in your 3rd fret on your B, G, and D string, okay? And you typically, you can play it, you can flatten your finger across all 3, or you can use these fingers, middle, ring, and pinky to fret them. But if you lift your pinky, this is the chord that you're playing, okay? That's how it sounds. But the way that the song is played is in a finger picking fashion, okay? So it's in a finger picking fashion. Thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, okay, is how I play it. Sorry about that. Is how I play it. I'm moving the wrong camera. But so it looks like this. Thumb, index finger, sorry about that. Thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger. And then if you know you're going from your A major to your B minor, if you know that, then you know where your notes from your B minor chord is, which is from the 2nd degree of your A major scale. So, but you're not going to play a B minor. You're just going to take the notes from that B minor, which are the notes that I mentioned in that G major 7th chord, and you're only going to pick those notes with like your thumb and your index finger. So and you want your emphasis to be on this B string and this D string when you're playing that phrase. This is the part when he's like, what a moment, what a moment. I forget what count this song is in. Is it like a 6/4? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, something. I might be wrong about it. So play your A major or A add 9 chord. Keep that pinky lifted. And then you're gonna bring your fingers into that minor, that B minor phrasing, where your index finger is on your 3rd fret, your middle finger is on the 4th fret of your D string, and it's almost like a double stop in a way, but you're skipping a string. And you're coming back to the 2nd fret of your B string and your D string, which is almost like you're back to an A major. So you're not playing what a moment. You know what I'm saying? It's not that kind of thing. What a moment. You have brought me to such a... It's not that. That works, but it's... Next, we're going to play a E minor. Minor 7th, minor, whatever. It's open. So you're playing an open E, okay? You're playing an open E. So in your 2nd fret, you're going to be on this of your A string with your middle finger, 3rd fret on your B string. Okay, that's what you're playing. So. Okay, so this is how far we are. Now you're gonna slide all the way down to where your 4 is. You're not gonna play the 4 chord, but you're gonna play on your in your 7th fret. Your 7th fret on your B and your D string. So after you come here, you'll have to figure out how to land these notes, because I'm switching from my middle finger here to my index finger here, and these are like double notes, but I'm kind of skipping the string with my fingers on my right hand, because I'm going from hitting my A string here and B string here to hitting my D string and B string here. And I'm just doing it in real time, okay? So. So this is my 5th fret on my B string, is where my index finger is, and my 6th fret on my D string, which is almost like playing a couple of notes from my C sharp minor chord. But I'm not playing the full chord. So these are borrowed notes from the B minor, from the D major, okay, and from the C sharp minor. All right. So oh yeah, that chord. I forgot about that. So, this is harder to explain than I thought. So this is an F sharp minor, but this is like an open, instead of playing it like this, which you do at some point in the song, you do. That's like a bar F sharp minor 7th. But the way I play it here, it's like a more open style F sharp minor. I'm not getting into technical theory and stuff, but middle finger on your F sharp, index finger is in your 3rd fret on your D string, and pinky is on your middle finger is on your 2nd fret of your D string, pinky on your 2nd fret of your G string. Everything else is open. It sounds like that. And the way it's being played is it's important to let some of these notes ring out so that it has I guess the harmonies are just sort of meshing. You know, some notes are sustaining, some notes are being muted, some notes are being played in real time. Okay. Notice how I let that ring out while I'm going up on these. On that D major, C sharp minor, little, you know. So it's just, this is just a play on. That's really what it is. Maybe I can discuss that in another lesson. But if you get a good understanding of how to play all your chords within a key, especially like this A, you know. If you understand how to do that, then you know how to. So doing this is easy. All right. Then at the end of the verse, it goes at the end of the 2nd verse, G minor 7th. Then it goes to you make all things new and you make all things new and. Okay. It's not as tricky as it looks. But basically you are playing a D major, okay? It's an open D major. So you're playing these bottom 4 strings, you're playing that open D, and you're playing your major chord. And there's a method by which you can actually play, but you can actually sort of like play up the scale while the root note is playing. An example is letting my A ring out, like I'm playing an A major, but if I play notes from the B minor, the same method, you can go up the scale from borrowed chords within the same key, sometimes other keys, and it's still going to sound good. So the same method for this D major. So instead of it staying on the D, because I've heard some people play it like you make all things new, and that's not how it's played on the song. There's actually a melodic thing happening. You make all things new, and you make all things new, and you know what I'm saying? So D major. Instead of going to the E major, like the full E major chord, you're playing like a E over D type thing. So you're doing that. Then you go to your F sharp minor, but you're not going to play the F sharp. You're going to. So okay. Hope you got that. Then you go to the actual F sharp minor 7th and you're gonna play the melody on top of the minor seventh chord. So play the minor seventh. You make all things new. And you're moving this pinky, okay? That's the beauty of how to play these chords, okay? So you play the minor seventh, minor nine. I'm not gonna name every chord, but that's what this is. And you're just gonna keep playing the melody. A half step, fret, a half fret away, half step away. Open again. Then you want to go ahead on the B string, okay, on that fifth fret. So the way it sounds is like this. If you were to strum it, okay. That's how that looks, okay? We're almost done with the whole song, but that's how that goes. Then let's end it. So D major, A major, E major. So A major. Okay. That's the chorus. That's pretty much the whole song, except the very last part. There's like this climb up that it does that I went over earlier in the video that I might actually clip out. I might actually clip that part out because I was stumbling real bad. But anyway, if you know what your 4 chord is, it's actually a D major. So here's one way to play your D major. But you can also play the bar, another bar version. Playing from your 5th fret, and you take your pinky and you're flattening that over your B, G, and D string a whole step away from where you are in that 5th fret. You're doing that on your 7th fret right here. But the way that it looks, or the way that it sounds, is this. And the climb up is actually, you're going up a half step now. So you're gonna do like a flat 5 if you know your numbers. And this is following the melody. So you make all things, okay? That's what it does at the end of the song, okay? No one's singing during the time that they're playing these notes. This is just like a little bonus. So without me naming the chord, this is your 6th fret on your A string, index finger, 7th fret, middle finger on the D string, 8th fret on your G string, ring finger, pinky, 9th fret, B string. So you don't stay on that chord for a long time, you move with it. And this is actually a E sus 4, but the way I like to play this in this song, a E major is here, a E sus is right here. So without me playing those low notes, so I could actually go here, which is a D major. I don't like playing the D major or playing that climb up. I can play it like this, but I don't like the way that feels. It's not comfortable for me. But it would be easier to go here if I needed to. So I'm going from the 4, going to the flat 5, to the 5, to the 7, 3, 6. Okay, then I go back to the 7 again, to the 1. Okay, so the way it sounds in context is like this. In context. In context again, I gotta make it right. It sounds sloppy when I do it this way. All right, so that's how you play the song. All right, I hope I was able to explain it well, but yeah, that's pretty much it. If y'all want to kind of stick around, I'll play through the notes again without explaining, to kind of wrap it up and like recap what I was actually playing before. But let me see if I can do it the right way. I might stumble, but I'll just play through it. So. The right way to. Okay, that's actually playing from. That's a tricky chord, but instead of playing a E minor, you're actually borrowing from that major 7th chord, but you're playing the E minor in your. It's a crazy thing, but anyway. So I'm stumbling over it, but those are the notes. Those are definitely the notes. I can promise you those are the notes. So the song is not played. You don't stay on that D major. You move it. Okay. You move the chords. So this is not like a, you know, chuggy, like a typical acoustically played song. You're moving the chords. All right. I wish I could ramble on about it, but yeah, I ain't got no questions or nothing like that. But there's a difference between that and and the chords are moving. There's a difference there, and it sounds more interesting than just. But if you really want to get some songwriting, but you know, somebody else who may hear that may sound, well, yeah, they're just playing the A major chord. No, they're not just playing the A major chord. They're playing A major, then they're playing a B minor over A is technically what that is, because you're letting the A ring out. That's really what that is. It's like a B minor over the A. This is a C sharp over A. This is a D major over A. Okay, because you're letting the A ring out and you're playing the D on top. Same thing with the A here. All right, so I'm not sure if that format worked out better, but and maybe that took a little longer for some of y'all, but I'll go back and actually clip out some of the rambly parts. But hopefully it was helpful. All right, peace.